So today I'm going to talk a little bit about messaging. One of the biggest challenges that marketers have is creating strong content and great messaging that really connects with an audience. And I actually think that there's a reason why that tends to happen. See, we as salespeople and business owners and marketers, a lot of times we forget to think about what our audience and what our customer base needs to hear, what their challenges are, what their pain points are, and how we can help solve issues, how we can help get them overcome an issue, or how our services can provide value to them. So today I want to share 3 steps or 3 tips that I have for you to create great messaging and make sure that your messaging isn't just boring sales copy that no one will connect with, but is instead really engaging, strong content that people want to click on, they want to read, and they can't wait to hear more of. So, step number 1 that I always like to go through when I'm creating content is I like to make sure that my core message of that piece of content is noticeably different than my competitors or than other people in the space. See, if what I'm creating is the same copy, just written in a different way than my biggest competitor, there's no differentiator. It's a me too strategy, meaning I'm writing content because this guy's writing content. But so as marketers, we need to really think through how can we differentiate our marketing and our messaging just as much as we need to think through how can we differentiate our product or our service to make sure that we are just providing something different and perhaps a better experience or a different experience than what's out there on the marketplace. So really think that through. If you can't answer to yourself that yes, in fact, my messaging or my content is different or better than the competition, I urge you to really think through how can you change that a bit? How can you modify it to make sure that it is different and that it is on point to your brand and important and impactful for your audience. Number 2, is my key message something that's easy to remember? Like, is it memorable? If your message is convoluted or if it's long or if it's complex, it's going to be hard for that to stick in somebody's mind, which might make it more challenging for them to really remember what it is that you do or the value that you can provide for them. So think that through. How can you make your message really simple and effective, but also short and sweet and powerful? I know it's a big question, but if you can create something that's easy to remember or that's memorable and helps to solve somebody's problem, you're in great shape. And then third, is your message realistic? Can you back up what you're saying? Meaning, is your content or is your message something that can be backed up through evidence or customer testimony or case study or something like that? Or is it just a claim? So in marketing, we always want to provide value and we want to be able to back that up in the delivery of your product or your service. So think through that and make sure that what you're able to provide in messaging can also be backed up in the delivery of the product or in the service that you provide. So again, those 3 tips real quick, I'll just bang them out. Number 1, is your message different than the competition? 2, is it easy to remember? Like, is it memorable? And 3, can you back up that claim? Is your message realistic? If you could answer yes to all of those questions and you can provide content and copy that really backs that up, you're going to have a really strong messaging profile and your copy and your content will be so much better for that. So when you're creating your next marketing campaign, you're creating your next blog post, your next social media post, whatever it is, think through those 3 tips. And if you can answer yes to all of them, you're going to have a really good piece of content.